And it does look like Raza has made it into stage 2.
Yes, Raza is in the ocean.
We're in a boat, everybody.
With our flippy floppies.
Flippy floppies, good hats.
Yeah.
You always want to wear a good hat when you're in a boat. Watch out for Kusogrande fire ships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody saw that.
I saw it.
There it is. Fire ships jump everything.
Of course, they're the Flying Dutchman.
Should we take the commentary from the start? Or?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You can help us. Yeah, because you got the video first. So.
Yeah, we have the video.
Alright.
We want to take the fire ships.
I'll take it. So just start from the beginning here? Or
Yeah.
Should we like join into progress or something?
Sure.
All right, you are watching Kusogrande live. This is semifinal group 1. We have GT Angel and Raza playing Puss in Boots. I am Bobby Blackwolf, and we've already started. They have 50 minutes to get through it. I have no clue what I'm about to see in true Kusogrande fashion. So, Mr. Cab, tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here.
If you were like me and my mother when we rented this game from Blockbuster once upon a time, you might be expecting some sort of fanciful tale about a cat helping somebody get through the countryside. I mean, it says Puss in Boots on the cover, right? Absolutely not. This is the adventure of the Toei animation mascot on some sort of adventure around the world. We started in the West. We're here in the ocean. We're in a submarine now. It's a green submarine for some reason. And yeah, this is definitely a video game.
So we saw in the beginning they were going through a town, and then they got into the ocean, and now we're under the ocean. This is a green submarine, not a yellow submarine.
Mm-hmm. Definitely green submarine. We're just going. I have absolutely no idea what the plot of this original movie was. I'm pretty sure there is a movie.
Okay.
Like, I know I've seen some movies recently, some of the Dragon Ball movies, and I've seen a cat wearing a hat in the opening sequence. So this mascot definitely exists. That is some sort of mechanical fraud. If you get past this, you're better than I was at this game at the age of 7. So good luck.
Are you better than a 7-year-old? I'm going to assume yes.
Maybe.
I mean, you got the pattern down here. Raza's facing the mechanical frog. GT Angel has just gotten out of their boat and is now facing the mechanical frog. 2 people may be better than you at 7-year-old.
7-year-old me is like very happy to see that this is happening. This is at some point I started just turning into Blockbuster Revenge Tour. All those games that you couldn't beat as a kid. Somehow trouble here, but it's pretty close.
Raza. There it is. Raza's gotten the mechanical frog. Raza is now better than a 7-year-old.
We're in there. I get the car.
Yep, avoiding bullet hell. There we go. GT Angel also better than a 7-year-old.
You love to see it. So we get to drive a car through the desert.
What is it with all these games in Kusogrande, which is like, okay, now you're like walking, now you're in a car, now you're in a boat. Like I've been seeing that all week.
I guess people like vehicles.
Yes.
It was the beginning of the craze. At least here it's still side-scrolling.
Right.
Looks like Raza's almost there. This stage, admittedly, is not that hard. So good to see everybody.
Oh, now we're in a plane.
More and more vehicles.
All right.
I know what you might be thinking. We're having some fun here. Don't worry, the fun is just getting started.
Oh.
Lots of bats out in the mountains for some reason. Hamburgers in the sky.
Hamburgers, like you do, yeah.
You never know.
This obviously barnstorming vibes in here.
That's some giant lightning bolts. You can shoot lightning bolts with your players.
That's because of course that's how that works. Like that's just how lightning works. We just haven't figured that out today, but that's something the ancient forefathers knew. Sometimes we have to relearn some of these things that our ancestors learned.
That's some fancy flying.
I know. Bats flying around in the daytime. You know,
That's normal. Don't forget the UFOs.
oh yeah, never forget the UFOs.
One extra
Oh.
hit there too many.
Oh. Raza's going back to the start. GT Angel now fighting the UFO. Did the UFO just teleport?
It teleports.
It teleports.
It does that. But it's okay. It's okay. GT made it.
GT made it, yeah.
So I don't know how we went from the west to everything else, and I guess we're in London now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, changing the guard. We're at the palace.
I feel like this is the stage where the game really starts to get started. But we'll see more of that. Because there's more things that every game needs to have that we're going to
Of course, yes. Taking away all the palace guards. They're not supposed to show emotion. Oh. They took out GT Angel.
Alright, and Sam's using the arrow.
Yep.
Does look like Ross is cashing out.
Raza's going, yep. That UFO is trying there. And Raza makes it to the end. Raza is now in London. About to go say hello to the Queen, because that's who was in charge when this came out.
It's true.
Her corgis are wondering, why is that thing stomping on all the big fun cats?
I just want to know why all the guards are suddenly cats. I think we saw a wolf in one of the clans,
Oh.
so it's not even like...
Okay. I mean, they don't discriminate.
It's
Yeah.
true. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Now he's his first gauntlet.
Oh!
Sniped. Do make sure you go down to that continue option. I love games that default to start. I'll throw that tip in for free.
Yeah. We are in, Raza has made it into the basement.
We're in something. I think this is supposed to be a clock tower. So
Okay.
we must be in Big Ben, because that's the
Okay.
only thing that makes sense.
Okay. And now Raza's not in there. Okay. Now he's back.
Like any good clock tower level, there's lots of useless machinery.
And a lot of mice, because that's, mice hang out in those areas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we're being exterminators right now.
It's good to help clean things up.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for the citizenry. They need to know what time it is.
Make it into this doorway.
These are all the gears. These are the gears and things that make the clock move. Like this is just standard engineering right here.
This is just classic NES action.
That's also classic NES action right there.
Okay.
Be sure to hit continue. Perfect. At least it's good. Oh, okay.
We're getting into where this game gets very questionable. Like, it was already not perfect by a lot of stretches, but certainly this platforming screen is it exists.
Yes.
Looks like we both made it here now.
We have passed the 10-minute mark for these runners.
There we go.
And they have both made. What? Who is that?
We're in sync now.
What? Who?
So, I hear at some point we're supposed to inform the runners about controllers and how things can happen here. They might be interested to know if you pause the game and push left and right, those flashing boxes on the bottom of the screen move around.
Oh.
So, Hero does come with 3 weapons. That standard gun, the pistol that we've been seeing the whole time. There's also a boomerang and a bomb that can do different things.
Of course.
They have arc on the attacks. They seem to have already figured out. So, we have options.
They also have the ability to run out of health.
Yeah.
So I don't even know who. Like I guess that this enemy thinks that it's going to be so easy you can do it with one arm tied on the side.
I guess.
Yeah.
If you could spit damaging coins while just swinging a sword around randomly.
Yeah.
In 3 directions.
Yeah.
Like that.
Without moving your left arm. I mean, like that's talent right there.
So, I believe this is true. We're going to see it here. Okay.
All right.
No,
Very
never
good
mind.
continue
Never
system.
mind.
Yeah. What would 7-year-old you said if they had met this boss?
Mommy, what is that? What the heck is that? And then she'd tell me, don't say that word.
And then she'd be like, we're taking that away. You're no good.
We're not dealing with this yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if this qualifies as mature content here.
Yes.
Some sort of demon. I don't know what it's doing outside of the clock tower in London either. This just seems bizarre.
I mean, who knows? It could have been somebody going after the Doctor and Doctor Who, and everything there happens in London, and it's just we got there first.
I'd say this is like Doctor Who before its time, but that's more because I was just a wee lad in the 80s.
Yeah.
Area of progress.
Oh! GT Angel has defeated the blue thingy, blue meanie, and is now in a hot air balloon. Going through the overworld of a Final Fantasy.
Gotta get in that airship. Even though we had an airplane, but we seem to have abandoned it for a hot air balloon.
Yes.
I don't know if this is a good move.
Well, this mascot's not the brightest one. That's one.
By the way, the bottom of the screen's a fin.
Oh!
You lost someone else.
So I'm guessing these are actually clouds. I thought it was like looking top down at like the overworld or something.
No, those are clouds. Those are lightning bolts.
Okay.
We have progress from Rosa as well.
Okay. And then, is that a pirate balloon?
I don't know that. It's always that same wolf. I guess it is a hot air balloon. I've never really paid much attention to this part. I've been too busy not getting educated.
Yeah, and too busy getting rid of it. Up stars. Are these invincibility stars?
I think we'll have to find out. If you want to risk the rest of that life meter.
I don't.
And by the way, you do only have 2 containers.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that wasn't a bad input. That's just that's where this game starts becoming fun. In the not so fun way. So it looks like
We're back to the beginning.
So here we go.
It took us 14 minutes to get to where we got to, and now we're at the beginning.
So let's see if we can use what we've learned and get through this a little bit faster this time. I mean, that is definitely why this game becomes a little frustrating. There's no indication that you have any number of continues. You just kind of end up there. You hit continue right at the start. It's like, what's going on, everybody? So here we are back here, and I do think at this point they've figured out some of the physics of the game.
Yes.
I don't want to completely spoil it yet, but I approve of their technique.
Yes.
These long stages with just lots of enemies are just kind of annoying more than anything.
Yeah.
Especially when you have basically no checkpoints the whole time.
Yeah.
So they are handling it like champs, and that's great. We're back in the boat stage where we've got sharks coming from all angles. We've got lightning bolts. We've got pirate ships jumping over people's heads. I want to know. I still want to find out what this is originally based off of, and what the original sort of Arrow's Great Adventure movie might be.
I will say it's nice that the health refills when you go to the next level. I was because GT Angel was at like one little pixel of health. I was like, oh, but then we went up back to the top.
Yeah, we've had a lot of just barely escaping the stage, but that's sliver of health, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I do apologize for the flashing lights here. It's one of those things that you just kind of, you play the game so much you don't even notice sometimes, but it's definitely there. Such are NES games.
Yes.
Back in this level, we do have to destroy some walls. There's very minor tech in this game for speed tech here, but we're talking frames, not lots of things. So let's see if anybody goes for it, but again, just frames. The record for this game, I want to say, is something in the 7-minute range.
Oh wow!
Which is really just a function of like once you know this game, you can get through this game.
Right.
But it's a painful experience your first time, a few times through.
Yeah. All right. Raza's at the mechanical frog. Still with all 3 lives.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. GT Angel also about to meet the frog with all 3 lives. But Raza has just fallen victim to the frog. Raza froze, but he's back at it.
I get it.
He did it.
I see what you did there. I like it. I understood that audience.
So now we're back to the
We're seeing some tech here.
They learned how to switch weapons. We found this old one. You know, if you had the manual, you would have known that. But we don't get the manuals anymore. And you didn't get the manuals in Blockbuster.
Honestly, sometimes you did, and it was just so long ago. I've forgotten it. I think I do have one MLB 2005 manual from something somewhere. I think it was my brother owns. I blame him. That's my story. But David writes on the cover, so I can't not like it. The cover stage is probably one of the more boring ones. They're definitely on it.
Just got to get to the end, then your health goes back up, and then you don't have to worry about it.
It is deceptive sometimes. You get to the end, there's that one last troll enemy.
Right.
There you go. How many bats were at the end of that stage? I was scared.
All right, we're back and doing the barn storming without having to actually go through the barns.
Back in the plane. Don't get pooped on by the birds.
Yeah. Don't get pooped on by Zeus. His lightning.
Is it Zeus or Thor again? I don't know what reason we're in.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Jupiter I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I don't know who my favorite thunder god is. It's the wolf in a plane. I don't know if the rules of this race were that you had to take the balloon and the plane.
Here's the UFO with the also with the disappearing bullets.
This?
Thanks to
I don't know what they were thinking with that UFO.
they're thinking, let's have a UFO. They were in a board. They were in a creative boardroom, and they're like, kids like UFOs. Let's put a UFO in.
It's an alien.
All right,
Back to London.
GT Angel with 5 lives.
Oh, we're finding all those one-ups. I'm trying to remember where all the one-ups actually are. I know they're there. A little bit of trouble surprising here.
All right, now we're in.
Got him.
Yep. GT Angel now in the clock tower with the mice. We think it's a clock tower.
I'm not sure if they're mice or cats or eye patches, but they're definitely bad. The hitboxes are small and tiny and questionable.
Rousers on the step. All right. GT Angel has almost made it back to where we were previously.
We're getting because we got through this thing.
Yeah.
But these rooms are a little tricky. Especially the I want to say it's hammers. I'm not familiar. I feel like they're piano hammers, but I know it's some sort of.
There we go. Raza made it in with the one little sliver of health into this screen.
That's all you need.
And then
Back to London. GT having a little trouble with the platforming here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason I'm
Yeah. It's
I will. The physics are wonky.
Yes.
GT is not. It is definitely doing the best.
yeah. 7-year-old me couldn't do this.
I'm not sure Little Cat could pull this one off yet either. Take him a few tries. Last time, I'll let it stand there, but this is a good shot.
All right, that was a very quick kill there. There we go. GT Angel making it back to the hot air balloon stage, close to where we were before. We have now passed the 21-minute mark of this 50-minute race.
Back into the platform here.
And Raza made it through there.
Not a bad idea if you don't have a lot of health going on. Just get it over with.
Yep.
Switching weapons so you get that up arc.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it was a little more Zeus and Thor action.
Yeah, yeah. And they're just aiming right for that balloon right there.
Oh.
Almost, did we make it?
We made it.
We made it! GT Angel has landed the balloon safely.
All you need is 1 hit point to beat the video game, and we're into New York.
Oh, this is totally new. Yeah.
Definitely New York.
And another pop tower.
Another clock tower. And this level, well, there's doors. Lovely exploration.
Yes.
Quite a few enemies in here, so
It's hard-
this level's interesting. I'm going to open with that.
That, and it's also hard to tell like what's a platform and what's not at first look.
First look, yeah, it's that part of it is you start figuring in like it's the rest of this that becomes funny.
You keep using that word. I'm not sure you know it means what it means.
That's inconceivable, sir. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I just don't want to ruin.
Yeah, no.
This stage is not easy though. I will.
Yeah.
I'll give that.
Exactly. Because those are conveyor belts that we're seeing. That are little moving backwards. Yeah.
These tiny pits again. Doesn't like Raza is going to join us even more.
All right. Welcome to New York, Raza. City that never sleeps. Don't sleep on this game design here.
Don't be like the Devs. No, we love it.
No. There was love put into this.
There is.
What? Was that a troll?
Might have been. They're in this. Yes. I don't know how much they're looking at each other's screens, so I don't want to say anything.
Right.
But you're seeing it.
Yes, you know what's going on. You know, watching this.
I have an idea of what's going on.
They have an idea of what's going on.
Step one.
Well, you saw that TV there just had to change colors on it. It's that way you ask you could like see
This is amazing. So
There is a little bit of a maze function going on.
yes.
Now, I know where they're going, but they've got to figure out where they're going.
They're in New York.
They're in New York.
Yeah, see, I figured that
Yes, it
out.
is, but this isn't holding your hand either.
They're in a very, very large structure. That seems normal.
Well, there's a lot of large structures in New York, so you know that tracks.
It's true. Very easy to get lost without a map sometimes.
Yeah. And this was before GPS, so you know you can't even use that. Yeah. We have passed the halfway point in this race. We have 26 minutes have already expired out of the 50 minutes that we are giving the runners to get as far as they can.
This level can definitely be cool.
We have to continue here from Raza, still in New York.
I'm not gonna lie, there are some rooms here I don't think I've seen before.
So that's never happened before.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened to somebody before.
You sent the French.
I said the thing. I said the thing. Does it count on the bingo card if it's set on this stage and not that stage over there?
I'll give you the high five for it. Either way. We have a snake.
Oh, snake.
Wait, what?
Snake, the snake. Oh, it's a snake. You got terrible.
I don't remember that in New York City.
All right, the snake has been vanquished by GT Angel. Thank you. Why does it always have to be snakes?
Why is it always
What? How many of them are there?
This is definitely an enemy.
How many enemies?
A couple.
Ew.
That happened.
Yeah. Wow, that was a one-hit kill.
Yeah, that
One-hit kill.
That is a very, very enemy.
That's not fair.
I think that's why we're here.
Well, I know, but I can still say that's not fair.
It is sub-fair. There is a flickering enemy on the screen I can see on the stream sometimes that is not entirely there.
What?
Oh,
That's
What?
fine.
oh, time. So that was 28-42.
That final boss is very strange. Should I talk about the mechanics of the final boss?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two cats on the screen. One that's kind of flashing and you can't hurt it until you vanquish the first one that's kind of solid off that comes in from the left. And Arrow has basically no iframes against it because usually like normal enemies touch you, they just die. They do their damage and they're out. It's like a furry game almost. But that means that final boss just bodies you and you're done. And it's very unfair. Sometimes you just get caught there for a very long time and regret that you only have 2 continues.
At least they set the checkpoint to your room you're in.
At least they
Yes,
set the checkpoint to your room.
yes.
You're right about that. The fireballs here have a similar mechanic. There's just no iframe, so if the game just decides you're going to get fireballed to death, you're going to get fireballed to death. And yeah, some people have said this about like mazes in games. Sometimes it's just always go to the worst possible option, and you'll be fine.
Raza's at the snake.
Red snake.
Thank you.
This isn't a Mario game, so I can't say there's mushrooms. I'm with you. At least the snake wasn't in the play mode, because then we'd have to run for something else.
Yes.
So I think we have one shot at this.
Yeah.
So we'll
You
get
got
it.
one shot with the one-hit kill.
That's about right for that boss. Do we have continued?
No, that was it. Back to the beginning.
I'll just go with that. I'm okay.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
If you are there, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
If anybody wants to come over and share their thoughts on this fine video game for the Nintendo Entertainment System,
Yeah.
we'd love to have you.
I can say the hitboxes on the air balloon, it's like a square. It's awful.
The hitbox on the hot air balloon really is awful. GTA hates them.
Yes.
And it's. I think the weird thing is the entire balloon is your hitbox, and it's like you have this little pea shooter that goes somewhere. I don't. The balloon is bizarre.
All right. So
But, you know, it could be worse.
It could be worse.
Could be worse. I've seen worse. This week. Pyramid at level 7.
I'm sure we're gonna see worse soon.
All right, and speaking of that, Kusogrande Live will be continuing at Awesome Games Done Quick 2024. Stick around, semifinal group 2 will be coming up next, or just find the YouTube video of that.
Thanks.
I have tested on both of y'all. Well done.
All right, this is Kusogrande Live, the semifinals, Group 2. My name is Bobby Blackwolf. I'm thrilled to be the host. In true Kusogrande fashion, I have no clue what I'm about to see. I thought I was going to see something different, but let's talk about what we're going to see here. This was the first game was vetoed, right?
Yes.
What does that mean?
So, in true Kusogrande fashion, we try to make this as blind and as fair as possible. And if we find out that one of our competitors has played through a game, whether that be like the couple of stages, halfway through it, or beaten the entire thing, it's considered an unfair advantage to the opposing player who has never played it before. So if any time that happens, we'll need to veto the game, and then we'll pretty much keep on going until we find one that no one has played, and then that's the one that we end up going with.
Like if you just let it sit here, it starts on its own.
So the original game we were going to be doing was Bugs Bunny and Double Trouble, a horrendous Warner Brothers game on the Sega Genesis. But now we're going to be moving on to 007 The Duel, which is another terrible game on the Genesis with the Timothy Dalton version of James Bond. So either you like the Timothy Dalton Bond or you hate the Timothy Dalton Bond, but we're going to be getting a lot of Timothy Dalton in today's match.
All right. So we have Neitzel and Mechalink going up against each other. We're going to have 50 minutes, 50 minutes to make it through. I guess they've already started.
Yep.
All right, we just started the timer. So they have started.
Oh,
No, you have.
All right.
it was a demo screen.
Guess what?
Okay.
This is my first
It's going to
one.
auto start from here at some point. So
All right,
so-
timer soon.
Ready? We're going to count down from 5. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1,
go! Now we've done it. All right. Yeah. So sometimes these demo screens you never know. All right. So Timothy Dalton's on a boat.
Yep, he's on a bolt. He's on a bolt. Let's try that again. But yeah, basically this is like an original Bond story. It's this was actually released 4 years after his Timothy Dalton's last outing and License to Kill. But they utilize his likeness in the game, which technically this makes Timothy Dalton's final appearance as James Bond.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if this is the one you want to add as your final appearance, but there's worse things out there, I guess.
I mean, Timothy Dalton just had to get the check. Like he didn't have to do anything else. So I don't think he did mocap for this.
No, he didn't. It was just like, hey, we're using your image. Bet. Money, please. And then that was pretty much it.
Wow.
Oh,
There is a traitor. There's no full damage, but there is a traitor.
But I mean, the nice thing about to give credit where credit is due, this was the very first 007 game to utilize its own original storyline. All of the other Bond games that were released for PCs or MSS and docks were all based on pre-existing movie plots and storylines. Everything from The Spy Who Loved Me, which was a really unique shmup on the Commodore 64, to some of 007's original outings were actually text-based adventure games based on Roger Moore's Computer Kill, which was actually pretty cool.
And it was so nice because this paved the way for GoldenEye N64, and then they made a movie based on that game.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, 100%.
True facts. Put it up on Wikipedia. We said it on the internet, so it's true.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 100% true. So,
But without 007 The Duel, we wouldn't have gotten to that point.
no, we wouldn't have. If it wasn't for this game, we never would have had, GoldenEye or, the storylines of any of the other. Honestly, this is the first original James Bond narrative. Ian Flynn? No, what? No, of course not. No, just that Ghost Rider. That's just a Ghost Rider. This is true, factual. But I will say this honestly, out of all of the janky James Bond games, my favorite one is honestly 007 on the Game Boy.
Okay.
Because it is a Legend of Zelda knockoff.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Legend of Zelda game on the Game Boy. It is a like I said, it's a Legend of Zelda knockoff where you have to go around the predetermined levels, you collect items, you use items to gain access. You have the Walther PPK, but it's the worst weapon in the game. The second stage, Bond gets a machete, and the machete is probably the best weapon in the entire game. So it's pretty much the Legend of Bond.
It's Bond's Awakening. Oracle of Moneypenny. Sharks!
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 Mecha League ran into some sharks.
Oh my gosh.
Did wait a minute, did Neitzel either save the woman or kill the woman? Like, what just, okay, I see the, times one on the woman, so he saved somebody.
Yeah, they're
He saved somebody.
like you're supposed to be like saving hostages on this remote Caribbean island.
Which all happen to be women in swimsuits.
Yes,
In true James Bond
in
fashion.
true James Bond fashion.
Like, that is actually accurate to the book right there. We're not going to repeat their names here, because we probably shouldn't at a family-friendly thing.
This is not an instruction manual.
That is not intended.
I mean, it's a instruction. Really?
Oh, I think Neitzel, okay. Neitzel is in a lifeboat and now in the water and being chased by sharks and drowning.
Yeah, it's be a good idea to stay out of the water because sharks will end your life pretty quickly.
Right. But James Bond can swim.
Can he though? Can he? Because I feel like every James Bond game I've played, outside like a few,
This is an original narrative.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot. This game tops all of pre-existing James Bond lore. This is canonical Bond,
Yes.
no ifs, ands, or buts.
This is Timothy Dalton's last appearance, so whatever this says goes.
So I just want to go and like read the excerpt from the introduction of the manual, just kind of give everyone an idea of what's going on. So congratulations, you have just purchased James Bond 007, The Duel, a premium quality Domart game for play on your Sega Genesis in quotation marks. Get ready for hours of exceptional entertainment at home.
I take exception to that.
You are, italicized and underscored by the way, James Bond, the world's greatest secret agent. It's 007's biggest challenge yet. You must face all of your old adversaries in a race to save the world. Mad Professor Gravemar, yeah, okay, sure, why not, has attacked a top-secret international satellite launch center on a remote Caribbean island, holding hostages as human shields. He plans to launch deadly satellites into space on a shuttle and use them to take over the world.
Ooh.
Your mission is to rescue the hostages and destroy the Mad Professor's strongholds, including the Space Shuttle Launch Center. This can only be done by locating and placing bombs in strategic positions. Help UQ has managed to plant special weapons in various locations on the island. You've never faced such deadly opposition. Hundreds of guards with orders to shoot to kill, and all of your old arch enemies reproduced by the Professor's cloning machine.
Hell yeah.
So it's a boss rush.
Oh
James
my
Bond
God.
boss rush.
It's basically a boss rush. Also, if you take like the story, like the original paperback story of Moonraker, and just throw it out a window and cloning, because we can.
So I noticed while you're reading that, we did include there is fall damage. James Bond cannot fall from great heights.
No, he cannot, unfortunately.
If I was doing the original story, I would have given that to let him, but I did not write this original story.
That's unfair to compete with, you know? Yeah, that's fair.
Oh my gosh. So if you had to like, knowing that we've got clones and like, I'm gonna ask, you know, Black Wolf, what is your James Bond knowledge? Like, have you watched the movies?
I've watched some of them, but not many of them. So
how familiar are you with some of like the more famous henchmen?
I've heard the names, but
Do you want to like take like a random guess at like the henchmen that they've ordained to be the best of the best? I mean, I've already seen two of them that I agree with, and there's already like one that I'm like, but why?
yeah, no, because I haven't really watched many of those.
So throughout this game, we are going to be seeing Jaws, very
okay.
well
That I've heard
known,
of,
very
yes.
well known. Jaws originated in The Spy Who Loved Me, and then came back in Moonraker, which had a really weird romance with one of the scientists on the Moonraker project, and turns into a good guy at the end of the film. I love Jaws. Jaws is probably one of my favorite henchmen in the series.
But do you love Jaws' clone?
I don't know about his clone, but well, Okay, so Jaws is in here. We've got Odd Job, another
Right.
classic.
Yeah.
Goldfinger, tossing bowler hat. They've decided to throw in the evil voodoo doctor of Dr. Bones from Live and Let Die.
Not a name.
Interesting choice, but okay.
Aaron Samadhi.
They've also put in Yo-Yo. I'm almost positive that's an error in their end, because...
Combined.
Oh, okay, cool. So now you need to find the time bomb. Otherwise, it's just you have fun. I mean,
James Bond's in the current.
that is an X6. That's not the X6, but it is
found
the
it.
fountain
You
X6.
found it. All right. So Neasel has planted the bomb and now needs to escape. Needs to escape Brinstar. Now, do we save the animals or kill the animals?
Well, I mean, there are. I mean, I guess we're gonna. I mean, Jaws is technically a shark if you want to go with
Yeah,
that type of
yeah.
canon. So I guess we're going for a kill the animals run with this one.
Okay.
Oh, Jaws, what did they do to you? Oh my God, I forgot how bad. He's just hunched over. It's just
Clone.
Oh, I keep forgetting. It's the clones. It's not
It's
the
not
actual.
the actual Jaws that you knew and loved.
No, it's just a clone.
Hey, we got a.
I mean, that's all. Congratulations on getting a high score. So, high score run right here.
Like, where's the end?
Okay.
Unfortunately, it didn't beat Paul. So we have just passed the 10-minute mark out of this 50-minute race. See how far you can get in the game. Mechalink is now trying to find the exit. There's Jaws there. Oh! You just threw him over the side. Jaws is like, I got your neck, and then you throw over the side, and then you and now Mechalink has a high score.
I just still congrats. High score run. Here we go.
No credit screen too? How nice. And no
So-
continues?
No.
So we get one continue.
Yeah. You got this. See, I mean, this is once again. Congratulations. This is top quality entertainment, and you're getting hours of exceptional gameplay.
Are you not entertained, audience?
Woo!
There we go. We got some loot.
We got some loot. So yeah, progress is basically going to be determined by who make the most progress within a stage. It's kind of very similar to both like Gorilla Safari as well as Paris Dakar from my previous offerings. So as it stands right now, like that's all he's technically in the lead since they saved saved the hostages, set the bomb, and then was like making their way towards the exit. So yeah, I mean at this point, like whoever can beat stage one will clearly be in the lead.
Right.
Oh, I just can't get over the submersible dropping on Timothy Dalton's head. That's just it's perfect. Oh my gosh! I finally understood the meaning of yo-yo in the instruction manual, and it's from like a weird one-off group of assassins that in the James Bond film Octopussy make their way into the palace that Bond is staying at when he actually uncovers who Octopussy actually is. So the main bad guy gets a gang of assassins to come to like eliminate Bond as well as the main maiden of the film. And one of them utilizes a yo-yo that has like twin metal blades that spin at a high frequency as their assassination weapon. So that's where yo-yo comes from an obscure one dude from Octopussy. Iconic weapon, but yeah, I would not have picked them to be one of my.
All right. Neasel's meeting the clone of Jaws.
How could Knick Knack be one of the clones in this?
Oh, what?
Jaws just taking the bullets like a champ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the grenades have a incredibly ridiculous arc.
Oh, there's the exit.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I saw the sign for the exit.
exit.
So is the boat the exit?
Brinstar's about to blow up.
Oh no! Oh no! And kaboom!
Oh no! Seriously?
Yeah. So because you couldn't find the exit in time, it does restart the entire stage.
Thanks for this.
Mecha Link has 25 seconds left to find his exit.
Seems very determined to shoot Jaws in the kneecap.
Well, I mean, shooting in the face doesn't work.
Oh, we know because he's
Oh.
gonna. Well, I mean, maybe so. Shoot him in the kneecaps
How do I go
was.
down?
Yeah, he
Or what? We found Mystic No, guys. In case you didn't realize, this is also a Pokemon crossover. So. I love this game so much.
This is exceptional entertainment.
So you know what? They weren't lying when they said exceptional entertainment. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember the. Looking up an FAQ right now to remember how the stage is completed.
You mean you don't remember?
No, I don't remember because this was this is one of the games I sat through. I managed to beat it, and then I promptly erased it from my memory. Because there's, out of all of the James Bond games out there, this is like the bottom of the barrel for me.
This is one of them.
This is one of them. I would rather go back and play The Legend of Bond because of its entertainment factor. And there's not many games I get to say I'm playing a Zelda clone where James Bond is primarily wielding a machete because I refuse to use the actual weapons.
Okay. Oh, see, James Bond can't swim. You just gotta not go.
You just gotta not go into the sharks.
Yeah, but you can get up on that ladder.
Okay, so I guess he found like the water wings and is like having a good time. Okay, I was about to say so fun fact, there's no guide for this game.
I am so shocked.
But thankfully there is.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those aren't So those aren't sharks. Apparently those are robotic fish. So I guess the mad scientist is working with Dr. Robotnik to create mechanized fish for his
Right.
Caribbean outpost satellite island that's within international law. Is this like a remote NASA facility that was just like, we're going to take it over just because?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so Mecha Link had to use another continue there. Heading back to the beginning. Yeah, so the fall damage, it's like, I think, like, he's trying to jump off the side, and then he's flat at the bottom. So Neitzel is also doing a continue. And we have both gotten back to the beginning. We have both seen the sign that says
Exit that way, but
and it's exit to the left.
oh, well, that's why I found I was wondering why the guide wasn't matching up with what I was seeing, because I managed to find the Sega Master System version.
They ported this?
They made this for the Sega Master System. Oh, okay. So yeah, fun fact. As I suspected, there is no guide for this game. There's only a guide for the Master System version.
Why don't you play it and make one?
The question in the audience was, why don't you make one?
Oh my gosh, look at my... Is that... Oh, oh, okay, I've got a thing I gotta do. They just, oh, what's down here?
There's a cool run going on across the hallway there. Go check out the amazing speed runs across the hall.
Say, watch me do an 80% run to get out of this room to avoid the question. It'll be a world record, I guarantee it. It's like, when in doubt, YouTube is my friend.
There is a task.
There's a task.
That's probably the only way most people are going to be beating this is with the task. I just want to confirm if I'm somewhat correct, because if memory serves me correct, there is a way to exit the stage
without jumping off the side.
Yeah, without jumping off the side, and
I mean, there's no iceberg here. You don't have to jump off the side.
Not that you know of.
Well, I know. I don't know what I'm looking at. I just know there's no iceberg yet. We're in the Caribbean.
Listen, I've seen freakier things happen, so...
I saw it too, but I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not saying anything. That's right! Oh, I remember now! Well, when we're at 30 minutes, we'll give them the hint for the level.
We are almost at 20 minutes.
So
you
guys,
get 10 minutes.
You get 10 minutes of suffering until we'll drop the hint. Oh no. I think NBC just saw it too.
Nope.
But it's over.
Bomb went off. Mega Link has to unfortunately restart the entire stage.
Alright guys, we're going to start pretty shortly. We have a small group here, we have 9 people. I think we're going to be running double E-Link, so people who watch.
Mega Link doing the intelligent just system reset, just make sure they've got everything back under control, which is a good move to do with the Drew.
Yes.
Just FYI. In the top 4, which is going to be Wizard Squad.
Oh.
No, yeah, fall damage.
It'll be best to reset.
I died there too. Just fall damage.
Other than that,
Timothy Dalton's in a video game. He is not a video game character. He cannot fall from great distances.
I mean, fun fact, whenever they actually do mocap and digitize artists for games, the first thing they'll ask you is, how far of a height can you fall from without getting hurt? And then they'll utilize that to actually figure out what the fall damage value is going to be for most video games.
Okay.
I'm going to have this sheet here.
So there's a very good chance that if you've played a game with one of your favorite actors who takes 0 fall damage, they can actually fall from a great height and not suffer anything. Fun fact of the day.
Yeah, it's a fun fact.
Fun fact. It's actually what inspired George Lucas for the final fight in Episode 3 between Darth Sidious as well as Yoda, which is why they're able to like throw things and not really do much damage in a way, is because both of the mocap actors they're invincible. So Lucas was very inspired by this game and other mocap actors to give the real gritty, necessary realism for the lightsaber fights in Episode 3.
Yeah. True story. And then, Attack of the Clones was just this game, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The clones in Attack of the Clones were based on Jaws.
Yeah, as well
game,
as
right? This original exceptional entertainment.
The exceptional entertainment was the inspiration for many great things that Star Wars has been inspired. So if you're a Star Wars fan, you owe a lot to this game.
with the match that's going to be right here, Spectricide and Sparko.
Hazel finding the exit. 27 seconds left. But getting away from the robotic fish. See, I told you he can swim.
And on this far side up here, Tayman and
Just
Space Cats United.
tiptoeing danger with those fish.
That's fine. I have some extra.
I mean, I like the idea of just jumping into the water and hoping for the best. I mean, honestly, until they found the current. Oh no!
Yeah, that was hoping for the best and not getting it.
Look, riptide currents are a real thing. This game is actually a safety educational game to teach you the dangers of riptide currents. So kids, remember, if you are on a remote archipelago in the Caribbean, please don't randomly jump into the sea. It just won't. You could hit a riptide current and that will be the end of you.
More fall damage.
So I went all the way to the left and
Oh no. Okay, so I'll tell you what, guys. I will drop a hint at the 25-minute mark.
We're at the 23-minute mark now.
Just to continue to give you. Oh no!
And one more.
Can we guess the hint?
We're like the life depends on it.
Is it related to the submarine that falls in the middle?
No, it is not. I will flat out tell you, the submarine that falls in the middle, that's just a troll. It has nothing to do with the exit.
Do we have to go through those?
Yes,
Oh, mother.
you do need to go through Jaws.
But we don't have to kill them or anything like that.
Maybe we do have to go.
Well, no is an answer. Silence is an
No, we don't kill him, right?
So wait, does the ammo explode afterwards?
Yeah. If the boat exploded, I was thinking that. Yeah, the ammo does explode after that.
Yeah, so the ammo unfortunately does explode. You do have to pick it up, otherwise it does cause damage. Because as we all know in real life, if your enemies drop clips of ammo, you have a 3-second window before it blows up in your face.
Exactly.
Look, I'm pretty sure it's part of the genetic.
No.
No, okay, got it, cool. Okay.
No, just the red cross logo.
Gotcha, okay.
I mean, there's other things in it, but in terms of video games, that's the only thing.
Gotcha, okay.
And I have not seen any genuine convention violations yet in this game.
Well, we're only on stage 1, so, you know, it could potentially...
Yeah.
Alright, guys, so it's now the 25-minute mark. You do need to kill Jaws, so Jaws will need to be defeated. I also encourage you, once you defeat Jaws, just ignore the arrow. The obvious arrow, just ignore it. So yeah, the trick with Jaws is to just don't get close, or else they'll just choke you and toss you into the sea. And the second that Bond touches the robotic sharks, they just instantly just bite his legs off, and that's why he sinks so fast.
Yeah. And fall damage. Railing kill.
High speed spinning railing.
Remember, hours of top quality entertainment.
Oh, no railing kill there.
You know, that's actually a viable... Huh. There actually might be a way to cheese this. Now that we've...
No, but the ammo did not explode Jaws.
Well, that's because Jaws is impervious to exploding ammo.
Oh! Okay. Oh, look at that on Neitzel's screen.
So remember the second thing I said.
Wait, I got the
There we go!
To stage 2.
The thing I basically take away from this is just, I just think of the meme from Arthur where it's like, that sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Alright, Megalink has 7 seconds to get on this.
Oh, it's gonna be...
Really
Oh
good.
no! I like what you were doing there.
Now it didn't explode, I get it.
It's like now you don't have to reset the entire stage and you're good to go.
So Megalink now taking on Jaws.
7 people to save.
Listen, the mad scientist decided he just wanted to just kidnap hostages and throw them into his over extravagant treehouse. Because you know every evil lair needs an extravagant treehouse maze in the woods. It's honestly it's evil lair building 101. It's something that the Dungeon series doesn't teach you, unfortunately.
And Megalink makes it to stage 2. Now we're in the Treehouse of Terror.
Yep. This is actually the inspiration for the Treehouse of Terror series from The
Yes.
Simpsons. Oh Oh yeah, there we go. There's Mr. Bones, our favorite food. Oh, and he exploded.
Well, that's it.
Well, that was Mr. Bones, the famous witch doctor from Live and Let Die. No, I actually don't think they ever call him Mr. Bones in the actual movie. Like everyone just acknowledges him as the Spectre of Death or Baron Zombie, as he's known in actual prominent voodoo culture. So the Mr. Bones thing is just really strange to me.
See, when I hear Mr. Bones, I think of the game.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right. Like the actual Mr. Bones video.
Obviously inspired by 007 The Duel.
You can actually trace many games lineage from this game as well as famous movies.
Absolutely. And if you didn't know about this game when it first came out, shame on you, because it was all over everything.
It was over everything. There was multiple magazine publications on it. People were, saying it was literally the next best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah. And I mean, you're going to be like, well, when did Nintendo tell you? Sega does what Nintendo does.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
Did you know what Nintendo's response to that was? Like what their tagline was?
I actually even though I grew up during that time period, I never remember. I don't remember what their
yes, their response was Nintendo is what Genesis is. I think I just broke Seth.
He's a Genesis fan. I kind of like it. The thing I tell people about Genesis games is either the game is fantastic and just better than things you might find on the Super Nintendo, or it is just an unfortunate piece of coding. And this main thing can honestly be said about the Yamaha sound chip that they utilize for the Genesis. There are composers that can make that sound chip just sing.
Yes.
And then you get games where you sit there going, why did this even get past pre-production in the first place?
It's because you had to have a knowledge, and this is also true with especially Nintendo stuff, but you had to have a knowledge of both music composition and math.
Yeah.
Because I did tracker stuff back in the 90s, and so I was doing, and that's Family Tracker is what a lot of people use today, but that style of music composing for computer games and stuff really started in the late 80s, early 90s with the Amiga, and then it came on the PC and stuff like that. But you had to know math and hex numbers, and so there was a very small subset of people in the Venn diagram that knew music composition and music theory and computational theory. And that's why some were able to shine if they were able to do both of that, because yes, you can be creative, and a lot of musicians are great math people, and a lot of great math scientists are musicians, but trying to find that in the game space was always, that was the challenge. So some people just didn't do a lot of the math stuff, so it was just, one voice or whatever, and then some people were able to make the Genesis sing.
Cool. I actually legitimately learned something today.
All right, well, I'm not allowed to do so again, because we're not supposed to learn anything here.
This is a no-learning zone. If you've learned something, you're just immediately just vetoed or just excommunicated.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it was great, but this is not TLC.
Yeah.
I learned these games exist.
That's the only learning you're supposed to have in Kuso. You're supposed to learn that these games are a thing. Whether you're supposed to enjoy them or not, that really depends on the runner. So right now, both competitors are hard at work trying to find the hostages within this random tree maze.
Yeah, there's a UFO in the treehouse. My HOA wouldn't have approved this.
Well, no, because if you had a UFO in a treehouse, first off, the HOA would immediately fine you for having a treehouse in the first place.
Right, exactly.
And then they would also put on more fines for random ordinances that probably weren't allowed. It might also violate the FAA airspace as well.
Yeah.
Because I've already noticed this infrastructure, there are 0 blinking lights, and this thing clearly goes above the 200-foot mark.
Right.
So
but it is below the tree line.
Right, but then at the same time, it's below and also above the trees. But the trees continue to go higher up, so this is honestly just an enigma. I don't think I've flown over any of the Caribbean islands and saw trees just like extend into the sky like heaven on high from like Final Fantasy XIV.
No. Too many hurricanes go through that area.
Exactly. Oh, right. So, well, that was a weird UFO boss. That.
No, that was
Wee! So
everybody go wee!
So this is actually how wind just worked.
Please tell me that's the exit. I'm glad you're at a
The runner just goes, I'm glad you're having fun.
Oh.
It feels like
Yeah, it feels like I went everywhere and I'm at got 3 and I got 8 now.
So that was a clone of the 007 submersible.
The famous submersible on top of the 6 bamboo pipes which unleash the likes of wind that I'm like the wind god has ever produced. Probably one of my favorite deaths in this game.
Look at that. And it's even got the
I'm
arrows.
sorry, I'm sorry.
They have the arrows. They have the arrows to show this is the direction the wind goes.
Oh no, I'm crying.
You know, so what happened is that the developers, they were in their room with their chalkboard or whiteboard or whatever, and they're like, why don't we just have, air, like, they were like, that's hilarious, let's do it.
Let's just put an element into this game that will purposely take you to the kill line of fall damage with no escape. So the only thing you have left to do is just, and yeah, no, there's the arrows of just,
it goes this way.
it goes this way.
You jump here, you're going that way.
Oh man.
And spikes, obviously, spikes at the bottom.
I think up now you're ahead.
Let's go on strike.
If I can even it up, I'm going to go on strike.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, I can't.
All right, Neitzel's did he continue?
Which honestly, at this point, it's just, it's.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I think Okay. Well.
That's really my reaction to this game.
We're past the 36-minute mark out of this 50-minute race to see who can be the best secret agent man.
Who could also be the avatar of the winds.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this game breaks me every single time I look at it. I'll tell you this right now, guys. This legit might be one of the worst games I think we've given.
And this was the backup.
And this was the backup.
Damn you for having played Bugs
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I love the fact that you can hide and that looks completely useless.
Maybe you could not build with it.
I can tell you right now, this isn't Tom Sawyer's Island where you do need to hide to strategically get past Strawberry Bear. The enemies will hiding does nothing. Like there is no hiding mechanic in this game, which is weird considering Bond is predominantly supposed to be a stealth secret agent. Goes in guns blazing when things go sour. Honestly, like most of my Deus Ex runs now that I think about it, so.
I mean, this went sour the minute we hit start. So it tracks.
It tracks. I don't know if things went sour the second they hit start, or the second we the realization dawned on that arrows lie. Well, except for the wind ones, because those were actually factual and did take you straight up into the sky. So
Yeah.
you know what? There is a layer of truth.
Yes. No, things went sour when they dropped a lifeboat on set. That's really, and they was like, okay, that's it. I'm done.
The second the lifeboat dropped, you go, oh, this is the kind of game we're getting ourselves into today. Oh my goodness. I need to. I'm not gonna lie, when the VOD comes out for this, I'm just going to get an infinite looping glitch of Bond just floating up and just back down to the air. I have to at this point. It's been a while since I've had like a death sequence work like that where it just brought me to tears. Oh my goodness. So both competitors are still down to three hostages left. Mega Link using the strategy of just shoot bullets off screen and hopefully the enemy is still spawned in. We saw it with like the flying machetes that were going towards Timothy Dalton's direction, so we know it's a safe bet. Oh my goodness, alright. We are near the 10-minute mark, y'all.
Yep.
10 minutes left until y'all are free from this game.
So how would we do a tie? Like, because they both kind of gotten just as far.
This is going to have to be a instance where we might have to stop recording so we can double check to see who got the most hostages first. Okay. So from what the competitors were telling me, Niesel is the first one to get up to 2 originally?
Yeah, I got it.
He got 2 last time.
Okay, cool. So, perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you for your
honesty.
Yeah, I must say thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, that's the great thing with having a competitor like this.
Yeah.
You can just look at what was.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just looking at the thing like, if you had me, damn it, you had me.
Okay, so just have faith. Have faith in the wind.
Okay.
Oh my god, so yeah, so the last 2 hostages are actually I will say this right now, y'all are going the correct direction. I want to reassure you, everything is okay.
So we didn't miss anything right now.
No, y'all have not missed anything yet.
That tells me one thing. Time to fuck today.
Up and Mecha League figured out where to go. And
Not that way.
I mean, that cardinal direction, but maybe not that diagonal direction. Oh, Mecha League back.
So should I stop to look at how you're doing this?
If you want, it's your call.
And wee! And what? Oh! You're supposed to land on the top platform.
Or
Or
you could also grab a hold of the vine.
okay.
Oh,
Oh shit! It's not a matter of can you ride the wind, it's a matter of can you actually trigger the wind. Oh my god. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
And it's bamboo.
Oh.
It's all out of bamboo, like all this and then bamboo. I mean, I guess use the environment, use the stuff you have.
It's mechanical bamboo, that's why it's everything is.
And grab the bond.
I love it so much!
I hate it because I saw the next hostage here. I can get the lead back.
Technically you landed, so that
I
means
guess
that
The issue is, Megalink did land, but didn't trigger the hostage rescue.
So the question is, what is progress?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, in terms of stage progress, the progress is tracked by number of hostages found. So, unfortunately, had Mechalink actually triggered the hostage rescue, that would have been a...
Well, I think that's it. Like, we can't get back there.
Do you have a password or something?
Yeah, we can't get back there in time.
No,
Yeah,
maybe we
So here's the thing, y'all have about roughly 7-ish minutes left. You now know how the first stage works. There is a chance to make it back to that point.
I can't imagine it.
Goonies never say die. Wait, wrong movie.
I have to try. Like,
Timothy Dalton believes me.
Oh my gosh. Look, at least on this initial stage, there's only like 3 hostages
Yes.
dying on top of the bomb and then shooting Jaws in the kneecap. It's not the giant, overarching maze of trees from stage 2. Oh my goodness. Now the real question is, will our runners not take damage from the falling submarine?
I don't care.
That's the right answer right there.
Whee!
Netzel literally just flat out said, "I don't care," and just like ran straight into the sub like a champ. So I mean, honestly, that's the right attitude at this point.
I'm pretty sure that's the Steven strategy.
Now I'm almost. Well, we'll wait till the end of this stage, but I think there's a good speedrun strat to finish this level off after what we've seen with some of these guards and their shooting habits.
Yeah, so we have 5 minutes remaining.
Oh my goodness. I honestly, it does sting as a GM when there's a game you really want to give out and it gets vetoed. But there are some times your backup games just end up shining just as bright as your original intention.
stop shooting me.
Mechalink just had a rear. Mitsu just had a rear and kill.
I
Mechalink.
found the bomb.
Got the bomb.
We found the bomb, it has finally been activated. Now we've got to go shoot Jaws in the kneecap a lot until he keels over.
Or despawns one or two. Come on, Jaws. Come on, Jaws. Come on, Jaws. Come on.
Oh no! The greed! Oh, I thought for a second he was gone. There we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, sure.
Oh!
The rudeness!
Like, you got the skill set like Clone Fred. I'm gonna shoot you.
Wait, did the gym box spawn?
Wait,
What? Wait, what?
That was a submersible.
That count!
So there was a second exit the whole time that was to the left.
The
Arrow was telling the
But
truth.
the thing is, I'm almost that sub doesn't normally spawn. I think it's a backup in case. Did they actually have the forethought to like spawn a second?
I got the jetpack.
Is it sad that my respect for this company just went up by like this much?
No, that is a good thing.
Oh.
Magic is
Oh
happening
my
here at Kusogrande
God.
Live. Absolute magic.
Black magic.
Oh my gosh.
It's still magic.
It's still magic. It counts. It counts, dang it. Oh my gosh.
Stop shooting me.
So, Now I have to wonder, because my original speedrun strat idea for the Jaws fight is to let one of the henchmen shoot you, knock you off the side, which will negate the fall damage, and just take the jetpack and leave. But now I have to wonder if that jetpack only spawns if Jaws is defeated.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, well there we go.
There we go.
I was just watching the cast, and that's what it does. So.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so NBC just confirmed, like, it is definitely a good speedrun strat to have one of the guards shoot you off the edge, ignore the Jaws fight altogether, and collect the jetpack. I still wasn't expecting the sauce. You know, the best part is that's the same submersible that bonked you in the head.
Yes.
So it felt bad for hurting Timothy Dalton. It's like, you know what? I'm so sorry for what I've done. Let me help you out, bro.
Guess what? We only have 1 minute left.
That's a crying shame because I want this to keep going at this point. I'm pretty sure the runners want this to be over, but I don't.
I don't. I don't want to lose.
I'm not sure. Just end it.
I'll find you another drive.
Oh my goodness, this is oh.
There's something that I don't get about the vines. It grabs automatically except when you take the wind stuff.
All right, 25 seconds left.
We got. All right, final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Okay, so once again, Netzel was able to collect 2 hostages before Mechalink. The Mechalink was the avatar of the wind, but because they were not able to grab that hostage to bring the counter down for 1 is the reason why Netzel is getting the victory. On the bright side, Mechalink, congratulations, you're the true winner since you are done playing Jank and you don't have to play with whatever they've got cooked up for the final. So, congrats!
And now Mechalink can go and find everybody. Just go play it over there.
Right, and get their revenge on the duel. All right, so closing thoughts from our runners. How did y'all feel about 007 the duel?
It was a lot of fun. So thank you for that. I really prefer playing this than
Bugs Bunny? Perfect. Well, both runners enjoyed themselves, which is all I can ask for. This has probably been one of the more entertaining games I've given out, unironically. I did it. Yeah, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So thank you guys so much for the runners. Thank you to GDQ for letting us do Kuso live here in the tournament space. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have our final match of, well, Kuso live, which will between, as soon as I can pull up my information, GT Angel and Neitzel. So stick around. We've got one last round for Kuso live. It's been Seth Highwind.
Bobby Blackwolf. Stick around.
Oh, I gotta wipe these tears off my eyes. Oh my god.
I saw this game so much in magazine as a kid.
So the trick with the win, I realized the trick with the win is you walk until you're on the platform below it, and then you jump up into it, and it's actually easy.
You managed to do it again?
Yeah, I did it in the last, I did it that last time, that's how I caught the win, was from below up into it, and you have to do it at speed. Right underneath it, right? Like if you keep walking, there's platform underneath it, and then the wind's up above you, and then you run and jump into it, and hopefully you hit the thing on the right.
Yeah, it's great. I want to get back to it.
I've never done a speedrun before. I when I originally did this many years ago, it was
little explanation for you before we do this. I'm gonna
but I'm not gonna lie, watching the two play this, I'm not picking up again myself now.
Secret is
I
mine.
can turn it off from here
Yeah,
too.
I need to.
I guess you could
Yeah, no,
try for a race
there's
at
I've got a
PPG.
there's an on-off switch here.
Oh,
Yeah, you got
this is a game called
This is the story of Kusogrande where you play a game
It
before and
is
not.
one of the
Yeah.
most amazing pieces of software
many is
that's
there?
ever been created.
There's only 5.
Okay.
This is the manual for it in English.
Yeah,
This
there's
is the
only 5
manual for
stages, and a lot of them kind of keep the same routine of playing
This is the
sort of
manual
play
for Scratch.
locate exit.
And of course, they're learning to get their instructions from scratch.
But yeah.
It is a constructed like.
Oh, great job, both. Oh, great job, both of y'all.
It is an absolute.
I'm very, very happy box right now.
Glad to hear it.
I've been talking to him a lot. He doesn't know that this is going to be here.
I'm quickly going to the toilet, so I'll be back.
And then he has a bit of a cult following, including me.
Here we go.
I'm part of the cult.
Oh man, I'm grabbing water.
The audio
Mark?
is going to be
So close. And then I got to stop.
That's why when I saw that, I was just like,
they
like
look
on the stage with me, like,
bad.
oh, that's right, you do have to rent. Oh no, we have to rent the
There's
videos.
also
Oh no.
Like, there's only one option left. Like, it's after 9
and he accomplishes that. You will, it is iconic. If you ever see another one of his games, you will instantly realize that is Dark Best. It has 5 levels.
Who's the one who forgot to charge their car?
There's, if you want to take a look at the
It was my couple
there's
They should finish downstairs. I'll be okay. Well, we'll just do nothing there then.
Wait, they're girlfriend? They have the same last name, like sister does?
I didn't think that far.
That's what I'll mention. I'm South, so I get it. So you want me to read this, like, read to the audience or something?
It is kind of like a lot of text, so
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense to read it. You could read it fast.
Seeing in Euphoria right now, like how much I flax.
So he's written
I had that moment when they were playing Bait and See and they fell into what they thought was sand, walking on sand, and then fell right into it.
See, I was really hoping that Bugs Bunny would have been the game to go initially. It's like, oh, like we have like Russian move like Bugs Bunny, and now we've got legit Bugs Bunny.
Everyone had some
Yeah, I'm actually happy this was chosen instead.
such as
Jin found yeah, that game was God.
has a population of 121,000.
What was the game during Rises, man?
Whatever you might need.
That was
This is his first game.
from earlier today.
Yeah, I was
When was this game?
Gotcha. Yeah, no, the first
Because I see this said
Puss in
2011.
Boots, Pedro's Great Adventure on the NES. Yeah, the Toei one.
Enjoy this one.
It'll be on the, I think it'll be on the standard screen.
Only Daryl Gordon is
But it's like at least 10 years.
So 2011 probably.
I want to see that submitted to the.
Because that's
I
on
don't
the
know
Amazon
why, but
page,
every time I see a
2011.
copy of it in the store, I just buy it because, like, they, for some reason, Daryl Gordon has been like relegated to Sudoku games. Oh, but they made a DVD version of this. It's like it comes with a big box, right?
I know another thing you can make it forward.
people over the top.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's all my
the reason for
like,
that.
I told him, like, what I want is that I want to pick the game back
The reason
up
for that is
because
when I reached out to
played this, back in the day when I discovered it, I did casually save states.
Yeah.
But after watching them run it and the pure joy I had experiencing, I want to pick it up again, and we both kind of want to do a race on like that game-a-thon now.
5 minutes later. Okay, I'm done. Because watching the test, they just jump over every enemy. They don't actually shoot, they just
So
jump.
I'm going to give them instructions at the beginning in Trellis, but I'm going to use hand gestures to make it clear to them what actually
I'm gonna pull up the task. I need to.
So I
Oh, man.
but
Yeah. You tell me how you want me to play
I
along.
actually don't know who this is from, but it is probably on the.
I feel tempted to go up
It's
there.
probably on the Dawn Trail. Yes, there is. There is a Dawn Trail. Quite a bit more information.
Okay, nobody knows when it came out. 2011 is probably
Yeah. I don't want to say something wrong there. But anyway, my point is, this is his first game. I really want to straight him and say this is a terrible game, and he wouldn't disagree with me. However, all of the subsequent games look pretty similar between the graphical style and the sense of humor. So this version was removed from the internet.
okay.
But we have found an old copy of it. So, how do I put that? He is aware that there's a lot of people consider this and his response to it is, well, you can't please everybody.
Right.
You make what you love, and this is clearly a labor of love. The Conley, the novel, like you can see so much love into this. People might like it, they might not like it. Nobody's going to forget it.
Right. I will never forget this. Okay. Yeah, so, other than that, I'll just.
So like, I use kickbox when talking about it a little bit. But I mean, you don't need to overdo it. There's definitely some things that deserve criticism.
Right. Be respectful.
Yes. In particular, at this game, it is very. It's so graphic that it is very easy to. This is a piece of shit. Who made this? But he is a professional. I guess we don't need to say this. This is just like he is a professional graphic designer. He works for multimedia and really likes 1970s style. It's very deliberate for him to make art style that nobody else. It's
And you know how old I was?
no, I mean, he was.
Was like teenager?
Yeah. No, he was either a teenager or he was friends. I don't really remember so many of the beginning of this. But He is quite amazing. So my friend Tucker Stroke wrote a very lengthy guide for the game. And so here's some information. G-Live 0 continues. There's a boss called Fuzzy. That's pretty insane. I really like this audio. To analyze it because this game is really I will leave this laptop.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it over here on the side.
I just want to. I didn't print out the training. I do want to be. Maybe I'll just get some stuff.
That's good, but like specifically when we got
I should try that.
Yeah, we'll make it work. Are you excited? Yeah! Yeah! This is the finals of Kusogrande Live at Awesome Games Gonna Play 2024. My name is Bobby Blackwolf. In true Kusogrande fashion, I have no clue what's about to happen, but I am told this is going to be something I will never forget. Jeff XVX, what are you putting us through?
Today we're going to be playing Dontrell Dolphin. Let's get some applause for Dontrell. Game by Dontrell Murphy. I'm going to start by giving the players instructions in Trellish.
What is Trellish?
Trellish is a conlang created by Dontrell Murphy, and unfortunately there is no Trellish to English dictionary, so y'all are going to have to watch me right now for cues as to what I'm saying. Pressa toce z paron benutra. Pressa toce x parone baciutari canum caliber.
I know Nisha's enjoying this way too much.
Jugudos kodomi daxi ziloka on alto diodoro lipura sura locudo codon. Okay. Press Larashan Ario Parone Antrad.
All right, so we know everything we need to know.
So let's say Lemeos to our players. Audience, Lemeos.
Lemeos.
That means greetings.
Greetings, okay.
We're ready to go.
So 50 minutes on the clock, 5-0?
5-0.
All right, we're going to count them down. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm so sorry.
Click on. Yeah, there you go.
Push it too many times.
Oh, just. Yes, sorry, there is a timer. Don't worry, you'll all die.
All right.
All right,
So this is Dontrell Dolphin.
This is Dontrell Dolphin. This is the first game made by Dontrell Murphy.
Right.
And as you can see, it's a little bit primitive. His later games get more sophisticated, but he is really committed to this art style. And whatever you may think of it, it is iconic. You will never forget this.
I mean, he is kind of cute up there, the little dolphin.
The dolphin is adorable. Dontrell has created a lot of really interesting characters, such as Man, Peggy the Peach. Dontrell the dolphin remains my favorite. Or, if you want to use his Trellish name, Metomale Dontrell.
Metomale, okay. That is his chosen name? Given name? Metomale, yes.
So there's a little bit of lore to this. Lore. Of course there's lore. So the lore is set forth in a novel that's 176 pages long.
And what languages are in it?
It is actually in English.
What?
And it's available on Amazon.
It is.
In paperback for about $18. I highly recommend it. It's called Dontrell's Tales, a collection of stories from Trello. But we can give you a little summary that came with this game of what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, we can. There is a little story in here that kind of goes into the backstory. I'm going to do it in English. How about that? Okay. Are we ready for story time, Kusogrande? In Trello, there are many wonders and dangers. Exotic creatures roam throughout the realm. Lush green hills stretch for kilometers. Not miles, kilometers. Deep jungles come to life with vibrant flora and fauna. Great mountains stand majestically beneath the Trellish sky. Caves full of radiant gemstones provide a treasure trove of bewilderment. That's exactly what we're looking at here. In the midst of Trellian's wonder, fierce beasts lurk in the shadows. Good magic and dark magic consistently oppose each other, giving birth to both heroes and villains. Somewhere in the Isle of the Green Glades, Dontrell Dolphin lives with his girlfriend, May Dolphin. Now, I'm going to stop right here. They have the same last name, and yet they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, have they really jumped to that phase yet?
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it. Okay, I'll move on to the next sentence. As all other creatures, they have had encounters with danger. One fateful day, the young dolphin discovers a mysterious sword in the jungle. Always finding mysterious swords in jungles and
The males.
the sword spoke. I'm going to translate into English here. I am Canon Caliber. For years, I have waited for a warrior to find me. Me, a warrior? Dontrell replied with a puzzled expression. What are you talking about? A bright light engulfed the sword as Dontrell gazed in the radiance. He saw an image of May in the clutches of a frightful beast. The dolphin exclaimed, May, oh no, I must save her! Crown Caliber spoke then, I will help you, warrior. Feel my might. The spirit of great warriors illuminate my steel blade with great power. Come, your destiny begins. Dontrell grasped the weapon, and energy filled within his body. Although he did not fully understand the sword's words, he trusted it. Without another moment to spare, the young dolphin embarked on a treacherous quest to save May.
Thank you. Excellent cold reading.
I had not read that. I'd skimmed it, but I had not read it. Now it is in Trellish as well, but I did not read it in Trellish.
I am also not going to read it in Trellish, but only because I have so much more to say about this game, and you don't need to hear the same thing twice.
But you do know Trellish.
I learned a little bit of Trellish because when I first started communicating with Dontrell Murphy, I wanted to show him my commitment to his world and how appreciative I am of everything he has developed. So I learned a little bit, here and there. When he does, his games are available on GameJolt, mostly for only $1. So they're They're a great deal. They're very lengthy games. Double Light Crusaders 3D has 275 levels. This one only has 5. It was one of his early works, but he posts his updates in both Trellis and English. So what you're seeing in the game, we'll talk a little bit about that. Early on, you saw some round objects that were collectibles. Those are clocks to increase your time because these are time travels. The sword, of course, is 10 on caliber, and you can throw that sword. If you collect 2 of them, it increases the damage that it does. The bosses have a lot of hit points, at least some of them, and so it is a tremendous help to have the power up because then you're doing 50 hits instead of 20. The game unfortunately has no continue system, and you see 2 lives, that means 2 lives. There's no 0 life. No continue, you go right back to the beginning. So that's a little bit harsh, but this is final, so they deserve it.
How dare you make it this far? There's a lot of cacophony of noise coming over from the runner station as well.
There are a lot of noises in this game, and one thing I'll say is, as he developed, he learned a lot about audio, but some of these early games have a lot of audio playing over.
Yes.
Hey! How you doing?
All right. Nita is restarting.
So when you're underwater collecting those clocks, it is well, you can be underwater as long as you want, but you don't want to be in the water too long because those fish will destroy you. And some of the later levels you will find being too greedy and trying to go for too many items at once will be your downfall.
So who do we think swims better? Dontrell Dolphin or Timothy Dalton from the semifinals?
I mean, I kind of expected Dontrell to swim through the water instead of walk through it.
Right, because he's a dolphin.
That's what I would think, but that's okay. He's his own person. He can do his own.
Right, yeah. Because he's doing it for love, for the love of man.
Yes. Hopefully, Dontrell will save May during this match. Otherwise, they will have to play this game over and over for the rest of their lives.
Or at least for the next, 40 minutes.
Yes.
Whichever comes first.
Yes.
The rest of your lives or the next 41 minutes. GT Angel back at the egg pooping box.
I believe this is the boss called Miss Buzzy.
Okay.
There are a handful of bosses in this game. One of the things I find makes this game a little bit difficult is that the cannon caliber sword doesn't have as much of a range as you might like. GT Angel playing it very carefully here.
Yes. Because there is a lot of time left. I mean, and that's the timer. Also, I noticed it's more than just 1 second. Because it's taking a couple of seconds to go down. So you have a lot of time.
Yeah. As long as you remember to gather some of those clocks and don't go too slowly. At least in these early levels, time shouldn't be a big issue. But yeah, you can take your time. One thing we always say is you gotta have respect for the Kusogrande, because if you think, oh, this game has kind of simple looking graphics, it's kind of immature looking, that means it's easy. You will be wrong. So this game is made by Don Murphy, but the lore is that there is a game company called Jujai, which was formed as part of the Trellis Gaming Guild. As you'll see, his games on GameJolt are all attributed to Jujai. And although these games, of course, are just downloadables, he has developed box art for most of his games. You can also find
But not. What about this one? Because like I noticed there are other like Don Trouble Dolphin games. I was like, because I did a quick search once I learned what the name was, and I'm like, oh, there's Don Trouble Dolphin 3, like some I mean YouTubers putting on. But this one, not so much.
Yeah, this one hasn't gotten as much focus because Don's really been paying more attention to his later works and has been really into doing 3D games. With Double Crusaders 3D was the first of those, and after that Double Crusaders 4, which is a mix of 2D and 3D. Double Crusaders 5 may be a thing. Dontrell is looking to use Dontrell Dolphin 3 as a base for it. But in order to get Dontrell to make a fifth installment, you all want to hear about, you all want him to develop another game, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I actually heard that from the runners, so that tells me something. So I'm noticing some interesting thing, like there's more clouds that like show up, and I don't know if those are platforms or not.
No, those are not platforms, those are clocks.
Okay.
To increase your time.
Okay. Which, and I did the math in my head, you know, my musician brain. Each tick is 2 seconds.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So I would explain to you how I got to that, but in one of the semifinals, I actually dropped actual knowledge and was acknowledged for it because people actually learn something, and you're not supposed to do that here. So it's magic. It's magic out of the game.
So we allow made-up things and Utah facts, which are also made-up things.
Yes, because Utah doesn't exist. I mean, have you ever seen that? No, I have. Yeah, see.
Shout out to Titler Sunshine.
Yes. I hope I am doing an adequate job playing the part of Pro Century.
I approve. I think you will too. Pro Century is the mastermind behind all of this. Unfortunately, we couldn't be here, but we all love you, Pro Century. And perhaps the players would rather you have been here and put the game in.
I got to hang out with him a little bit because we were at local TwitchCon at DQS.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually got to hang out a little bit with Pro Century. First time I actually spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah, I think JDQS was his first live show, and now we have Kusogrande live. This is my first live show, and I have to say it's just a blast to get to do it in person. You get to see the look on the runners' faces,
Look on the audience faces.
Yeah.
I mean, the eyes tell 1,000 words when you see people.
Yes, it's just great energy.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, man?
So yeah, we'll spend a little bit of time on this boss. 100 hits is a lot. Or 50 if you have upgrade. Still takes a little while. Look at all those clocks. You're not gonna run out of time.
Now, do you have to collect those clocks? Or?
You don't have to. Just
But if you want the time.
you want the time.
But there's all those enemies there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think pretty satisfied.
No, I don't want to be green.
Exactly.
She is the wrong person saying on stage. Oh, yeah. Oh, really?
I find it amazing how many independent sprites can be supported. This was made in Game Maker 8. So it was quite a few years back. But all of the enemies are moving pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on.
So I heard you had some cool facts about the world.
Oh, yeah.
Hit me with a fact. Hit me with a fact about this world.
So Trelland is actually a nation composed of 5 different islands. The largest of those is called Kusogrande, and it has a population of 121,800. I'm sorry, 121,600.
Up 200 people just died. Oh, good job, Jeff. That's on you.
I'm sorry, so Kusogrande is a city on the south side of Axie Island, so it's the largest city. And it has an annual average temperature of 77 degrees.
Oh, okay, that's nice. It's a nice little vacation spot. I'm not sure I'd want to live there, but I'd go visit.
Yeah, it's a nice place. Since the 5 islands of Trelland have been united, it's been a pretty nice place to be, except for all these monsters, but Dontrell Dolphin will take care of
Yeah, Dontrell's going to take care of all of it in the name of love to May Dolphin. I'm still hung up on the fact that like they already have the same last name and they're just working well.
Well, maybe everybody there is named.
Yeah, well, I mean I'm from the South, so I can say things about that.
I mean, they probably like how every Pikachu is like a Pikachu.
Yeah,
But it's also their name. So
Right.
people like that.
and it's also the only word they know how to say.
Yeah, that's true. Dontrell doesn't talk that much in this one, which is unfortunate. I'd like to hear a little bit more about him.
Yeah.
People have created fanfic and videos with different voices for Dontrell. So I'll give you.
I mean, I made a voice for Dontrell earlier,
You
so
did?
you
It was a good
know,
voice.
I am now in the Dontrell lore, I guess. It's one interpretation.
You're in the family. I just saw the other day somebody made a drawing of Dontrell Dolphin and SpongeBob SquarePants in there today. And I absolutely loved it.
So I'm seeing on Neitzel's screen, I don't see the boss anymore.
That's good.
So I think Neitzel defeated the boss, and now we're just trying to get through the trash to get to the other side.
A lot of enemies to fight.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, I haven't seen this kind of thing in the game before, where you defeat a boss, and a whole bunch of spawn little things that continue after you defeat the boss, and you just have to fight your way through all that.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a neat idea.
That is kind of nice. And that is also kind of nice. Womp womp.
So be careful, because remember they're no continuous.
Yes, and 2 lives left. Well, actually, it was really 1 life.
Yeah.
Jump, and there we go. And there we go. Made it across. Looks like you can't like reset.
You know, since you only have 2 lives and no continuous, if you lose a life pretty early on in the game, maybe it's to your benefit to just restart.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a game you want to take it a little bit cautiously and give it the respect it deserves.
Yes. Okay. That's an interesting art style down there on the floor.
Indeed. Like I said, this is a very distinctive art style for us. I mean, it is a deliberate choice. I mean, there's so many different art styles in video games. To make something that's really new and distinctive and that people will remember is actually, I think, quite an accomplishment.
So are these like gemstones or buttons or I guess whatever I want it to be, right?
Yeah,
Just interpret a dance. Yeah.
A lot of this game, I think, is open to interpretation.
Yes.
Because for this particular game, the lore kind of covers the story.
Yeah.
A lot of what's in it doesn't really tell you. I really appreciate the outside art style.
Yeah.
Just like one of those things I like to see on Kusogrande is, sometimes we have bad games, sometimes the games are on here because they're a little weird. And this, I think, sort of fits into the latter category. It is so distinctive and really makes you go, what the heck is that? That's something I've never seen before.
Yeah.
This is unfortunately kind of a low resolution Dawntrail Dolphin. The later games there's a bigger sprite, and so you can see more detail.
Yeah.
They are very generous with the time.
I know, like, yeah, Neitzel currently has 1,278 double seconds.
Yes.
So, like, that's probably more time than we have left. Because, good news, we're already 22 minutes through this. So we are almost halfway through. That's the good news.
But I think at this point still, if there's a game over for either of them, there's still plenty of time to
Yes.
go past.
Plenty of time to get 100 hits on that boss.
Yes. I think GTA Control is almost...
There it is. Yep. All right. Now GTA just has to fight through to get to the door. That should open soon. Probably the closer you get.
And just remember to press Lara Sean when you open the door.
Which is in Trellish. So for those couple people who walked in, we're playing Dawntrail Dolphin. You're the finals of Kusogrande Live. The instructions are all in a language called Trellish, which was created by Dawntrail Murphy.
Yes. You of course need the key.
Yes.
I'm sorry, don't. You need an Alto Diodoro to get the golden key.
And the runners at the beginning of this were given instructions on how to play the game in Trellish, read by Jack XVX.
And there we go.
All right. GT Angel has made it to this is the second level? There's 5 levels, or is this the part? Okay. So this is the second level of 5.
Yes.
Both, GT Angel now has 2 lives left. Neitzel has 3 lives, and he's bouncing on some blocks.
Oh. See, it's interesting because Neitzel figured that out on the second try. I never figured it out. Right, like Neitzel made that look kind of easy.
Oh, and back to the start of GT Angel. No continues, y'all.
This is, Dawntrail kind of likes the genre of some early, NES and Genesis games where they're harder. They don't give you continues, and
There's another snake.
Yeah.
If I die, I would just go back to the beginning.
And does this snake also take 100 hits?
I don't remember. I never counted.
Okay.
It's like if there was, if your swords could extend a little further,
Right.
it would make this, well, maybe too easy, but it would take away the time by here.
Good news, y'all, you're halfway through.
And it does seem like Nizos figured out a good way to spin a lot of swords. And that should really speed things up here. It seems that Control has an unlimited number of swords in his pathway, which is really good.
I don't want to know how he scores those. I mean, I'm sure you could tell me in Trellish, but I don't want to hear Trellish.
I also like it that the weapon itself has a personality and is guiding Dontrell. And that's, again, not something I see too much in games, that they give some kind of character. Oh, wow, there we go.
There we go. And Nitzel makes it to level 3.
Another thing I'll say for this game, the levels have a distinct look. And I find a lot of even the games considered very good can look kind of same. And it's just another indication of how much love and time it takes.
Yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate.
Still 2 Dontrells left.
Yes. GT Angel is back at the egg cooking monster, whatever it's called.
I believe that's Miss Buzzy.
Miss Buzzy, all right. Now it looks like when you die, the timer resets. So even though we had like 2 hours to get to the stage, we went back down to the 500.
Yeah, good. And they become silly otherwise.
Right. Well, I mean, there's silly things in this game. All right, GT Angel made it back to stage 2 once again. Into the lava goes Nitzel.
So, I mean, to some extent, although this is a platformer, I think these are sort of puzzle elements to it, like with those blocks, trying to figure out what you have to do to jump on them to get through. If you don't time it right, they'll just sink, like you see.
Yeah.
It's not obvious what you have to do.
Oh no, I think you said that there's no 0 live?
There's no 0.
Oh, and Nitzel is back to the beginning.
Oh.
But made it to level 3.
Yes. There's still time.
There is still time.
I think we saw GT Angel was able to make it back to the boss in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or less. So maybe 7 minutes. So there's still plenty of time for a few more attempts.
It's small things.
So I first introduced a lot of the Kusogrande world to Dontrell Murphy games when I did a game called Petty the Peach in Kusogrande 3, I think. That must have been like 5 years ago now. Presenter absolutely loved wanted to do a 3D game, so we took up Peggy the Peach 3D and started speedrunning it. I highly recommend it. It has 275 levels, so.
That's an interesting number because, like, it's not 256,
Well, it's
and it's not like a 300 or a 900.
Well, it was I think 240, and then the expansion pack.
Oh, okay.
But I may be confusing that with Double Light Crusaders, which also has an enormous number of levels. And frankly, that's a lot of effort to put into a game.
Yeah.
I didn't believe until he told me he did every single one of those levels himself. Peggy, by the way, is his mother, and Peggy Peach after her. And so I'll just go. And there's the boss down.
Alright, GT Angel back on level 2 with all 3 lives.
All 3 lives. And
that was pretty quick. That was only about 2 minutes to get back to this point.
oh, and there we go.
There we go.
Cleared it. So this is where it might be helpful if there was some screen sniping to know what's coming up.
Everything is over. Everything is gone. All 6 points.
And
GT Angel got a 1-up. Yeah.
collecting that 1-up with that diamond is huge.
Yeah.
Still very much either of their game.
Yes.
Either person's better.
GT Angel just going direct and conquering.
So one thing that I find a little bit tricky about this game is if you're trying to go too fast, you see you can kind of move faster than the camera. And so if you get too close to the right hand side of the screen, you really have no reaction time. So it's kind of easy when you're trying to do a race to want to go as fast as you can.
Right.
And just get really taken in by that. So it's an important strategy to try and be patient with some of this. You don't want to do any race, but I guess slow go fast.
Yeah, that's what they say in, like, you know, even like auto racing is like if you want to learn how to go fast, you gotta learn how to go slow. Which then I'm like, what is the brake pedal? Like, that's not what I use in racing games. Like, and that's why you're not good at racing games. It's like, what is the brake pedal? Why do I need it?
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. I mean, we're at games done quick, not games done slowly and then quickly.
Well, for Kusogrande, it's just games done.
And even then, sometimes not even that. That's what I've learned.
Yes. I wish there was some more lore for some of his characters. It might be in the novel.
I think it would be in the novel.
Perception has read the entire novel, but I have not.
Where's his book report? Where's your book report for Century?
Yeah. We're all waiting on it.
Yeah. Do we need to have a Kusogrande book club? Is that what you need to do?
Yes.
Have a book
Yes,
club? Yes.
absolutely. Well, we did have for Christmas a Kusogrande Advent calendar.
Okay.
And so we picked out some of our, well, I didn't pick them, but Perception picked out sort of like the must-play games if you want to be a Kusogrande master. Things that you sort of really should be exposed to. And I'm a big fan of actually playing the games to make your own opinion about what you
Right.
Because some of them are, and some of them that have a reputation as being really bad.
Yeah. They were just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Or you just didn't know how to play it.
Or some YouTubers said they were bad.
Yeah.
Someone say virtual high five?
So somebody in the crowd was like, did somebody just say virtual high five?
We definitely have some defenders of virtual high five. Yeah.
I mean, I think for me, like the biggest example that I always use is I talk about ET, like
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad game. You just have to play it on game 3, not game 1. That's the trick. And then it's like, okay, it's a finding game and searching for things and getting out.
Yeah.
But you got to play on game 3, which gets rid of the FBI agent and the scientist.
That certainly helps a lot. When I played Atari 2600 games as a kid, I would never read the manual.
Right.
And that's kind of bad for some of those more complicated Atari games. Because it wasn't always possible to tell from the graphics what was wrong, what you're supposed to do. I was just so used to games being just simple arcade games where you didn't really need to read.
Yeah, no, and like as games got more complex, they didn't have the room on the cartridge, which is why like the manual was so important.
Right.
But that's what we hear today. I hear this all the time from people who are younger, that they're like, man, back in the day, games just drop you in, and they didn't tell you anything. Like The Legend of Zelda, it just put you in. It didn't tell you what to do. And I'm like, the manual was 50 pages long and walked you through the first 3 dungeons. And we took that to school, and we put the manual inside our textbook, and we were reading the manual during class. The teacher thought I was like reading my physics textbook. No, I was reading about how to get to dungeon 2. And you had to have a Nintendo Power Supply.
Yes,
you had to.
It would be great if there was a Trellis publication that taught us some of the tricks. There's kind of a lot to know in this game.
Yeah. So it looks like GT Angel is now in the underground area, or the under gem area. Neezel is just now getting her. Okay, there's multiple gem areas, so I don't know. I think they're kind of close to each other.
Yeah, I think so. We have enough time then for. Looks like GT Angels.
At least this one you can try again.
Yes.
That is an interesting mechanic with the jump light. I don't see that in Mario Maker. The trampoline that goes up and down.
Yeah, exactly. Like this game has some really novel ideas.
It does. There we go. GT Angel made it up.
All right.
Now it's time for the snake. That is always happening, snakes. Hate snakes. Neezel also at the dual trampolines.
Oh. GT Angel has a few lives left.
Yes. There we go. Yep, now Neezel is at the snake for the second time. Oh, GT Angel hit by the fire. Luckily, has a life left. Neezel. Oh, I guess so. It's Scout Power. That's what I'm hearing.
That is not what it's saying.
That's not what it's saying, but that's what I'm hearing.
It's saying Cannon Caliber. But I
like Excalibur Power.
I think that it's intended to be a play on words and Excalibur, since it's a hockey sword.
Yeah.
But there is definitely a whole language to this that certainly has influences.
Neezel is back on level 3.
Very careful with some of those lava jumps. Difficult platforms. See, what's interesting, like this game doesn't look like it's going to require precision platforming.
No, but like, especially games, and I'm not, I'm going to say this when it's people's first attempt at making a game, a lot of times you don't have the foresight to be able to do the good balancing of things. So you put something in, and if you can do it as a developer, you think others can. You're not, you don't advance in your career long enough to know that there are different skill players and skill levels, and how to balance the multiple skill levels. But for a first attempt, you're not going to have that. And so that's where this comes from. It's not that they're necessarily doing it intentionally. They just thought, oh, it's easy enough, I can do it. And they probably can. And as you mature in game development, the longer you do it, then you're able to realize that there are different skill levels, and you as the person making the game, you're better than them because you know it all. And so that's why game studios do like focus groups, where they're bringing people to alpha tests and stuff to see if it actually is as easy as it is. I'm sorry, did I drop some more true facts in this run? I am never being invited back. I keep talking about true things. You know, Utah doesn't exist. There, I guess GT Angel has gotten Snake down.
Those enemies look way too happy.
They're very happy.
I kind of like that just huge grin. They want to roll over you and kill Dontrell.
Yes.
He's not going to listen. They're both on their last life.
Yep.
Just wrecking that plate. I think he's getting very close to our mid-tier mix it up Colombo.
Alright, yeah, I don't think we've seen this one before, so. Oh, Neitzel Prot guy.
I think we just had a leaf change. These red eyes are scary. You first see them, you're like, is that Nemo? What do I do? I find it kind of frightening. Especially if you're on
we got two left. Yeah, that's exactly what we thought would happen.
Oh, man.
The eyes have it.
Yes. But, another thing I like is that you kind of learn as you play this game what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just banging your head against the wall. You figure it out as you go. What do you do here? Two eyes and
Oh, you're short. You're short. Oh! That hitbox is wrong. That hitbox is wrong. I do not like that hitbox.
Well, the hitbox probably doesn't like you.
Well, I'm of course, but
it might kill you.
It could.
Where's the ball?
Oh, there's the ball.
Okay, here we go. So, short enough to get through there.
Okay,
Nice.
There we go. Oh my God! What?
There's always something unexpected in this game. Like if I asked you, what is going to be the next boss? Would a cloud have been your guess?
No.
Go from, a snake that's kind of typical boss.
Oh, hey, Snake.
Hey, Snake. Like this game just makes me so happy. I just smile every time I see this.
Okay, the snake's going now. All right, let's go. I have great news, by the way, for the runners. You only have 5 minutes left. Then you don't have to play this anymore. We are at the 5 minute mark. 5 minutes left in this race.
Nobody seemed excited about that.
They are locked in. They are locked in to save the world of Trump.
Well, I don't think Felony's in danger. I think it's just Maybach. Come on.
You gotta read the undertones.
All right.
Every game is about saving the world. even if it's not about saving the world. Save the cheerleader, save the world, okay?
It's about what's saving important to me.
Yes, and that's your whole world.
Yeah.
See, look at that, full circle.
Oh.
And being cautious, right?
GT Angel going up. Don't be greedy. What is okay? Hi. All right. Needs to die back, going back to the beginning. But
This time it's a tricky strategy to forego that playing caliber.
Yes.
Try and make more progress here. Because it only matters for the bosses whether you do additional damage. So if you think at this point you're not going to reach another boss,
yeah,
then just go for it.
But you never know.
You never know. You can always peek at the other person's screen and see where they are. So you know if you need it or not. This has been such a nail biter. Late lead change, just constant surprises.
The color scheme this is another thing that probably somebody who's a little newer to game development, not realizing that having a gray object that kills you on a gray background probably not the best idea game design wise.
Yeah, there are a lot more bright contrasting colors.
Yes. Right, because it's something you learn as you go on.
Absolutely.
And never be afraid to do the first thing. You try it because you learn as you go on.
Yep. Now wait a second. Where's the food?
Oh no. So you're saying that risk didn't pay off?
2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left.
It's the key that they need, not color.
Right.
So there is a golden key.
Maybe a part of your guiding key? Is that how it goes?
Yes, but I don't think that...
That's not going to save May Dolphins?
It's not going to save May Dolphins.
Let's go up here.
They just hit that key up there.
There it is. Yeah.
I think that there's just enough time to see this level clear.
I think we can get a level clear on this. Oh! I was punched. Being very cautious on the pattern here.
Yes. Good. Just over a minute left.
Just over a minute left.
I think after the match is formally over, I'd like to see the rest of this played out. Our players
To the door. We made it through the door. Oh, look, we got some flomps and some. Oh, that's a big level. That's a big level.
What?
All right, you have 40 seconds to get all the way through that. 30 seconds remaining.
You can see there's definitely a lot of inspiration from other games.
Of course.
Put some of the favorite things from your favorite games on.
Right. Well, that's what a lot of people do with their first game.
Absolutely.
A lot of people would actually just make a game in that universe and then get cease and desisted and be like, what happened? But no, you're supposed to do this.
3, 2, 1.
That's it. It's over.
You're welcome to finish out the rest of your levels if you like, or you're free. It's up to you.
Congratulations to GT Angel for winning Kusogrande Live.
There is a prize.
There is a prize.
There is a prize. There is a trophy that you will be receiving, made by Corndale, and it will be the Kusogrande mascot, Crappy, with the camera. The trophy will go out to you in a few months whenever Corndale gets around to making it. We'll be in touch with you about that. But you did a phenomenal job. Just crushing all of these games in ways that I could not have imagined.
Congratulations. Would you like to come over and make a speech or, punch him for selecting the game?
Or anybody you want to thank?
I mean, if they just lowered the health of the boss,
We can't hear you on that. Put it closer here and say it. We can't hear you.
Yeah, we got a microphone.
I mean, if they just lowered the health of the boss, it wouldn't be so bad, and maybe continues.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. We've got a great crowd here. Thank you so much for tuning in online. This has been Kusogrande Live. I've been Bobby Blackwolf. I still don't know what I'm seeing.
I've been Jeff XVX.
And we will be someone else soon, I'm sure. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you at the next Kusogrande.
I'm Jeff XVX. Thank you all for watching the first Kusogrande Live. I just wanted to thank everybody who was involved in making this possible. Of course, our GMs and commentators, Bro Sencha, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, this week. Dana and the GDQ tech staff for making this all possible. Henchmaze, who is helping us remotely. And Tempestrel, special thanks to Tempestrel for discovering Dontrell Dolphin and putting together amazing notes that made all the commentary you saw possible. So thanks again, and hope you enjoyed some Kusoge. Take care.